Welcome to All Over the Stands. I'm an American exploring stadiums and grounds from across the world, from legendary football grounds to hidden college football and NFL gems to rugby union grounds and Pesapallo stadiums, places like Finland. We're going to be exploring the history, the atmosphere, and the stories of these grounds that bring sport to life. So, welcome. On this episode, we're going to be exploring UK football stadiums. This is our fourth weekly episode, so this is number 4 on the weekly episode that we're just uncovering more about the UK. This map is got over 700 locations all the way down to the 10th tier, some abandoned and demolished stadiums, which is pretty cool. And we're also going to be learning a little bit about the grounds as well. Before we get into this, if you could, please hit that like button. It's free. Want to gain subscribers, want to gain your viewership. So if you could hit that subscribe button, want to get up to 1,000. It's going to allow me to do a lot of great fun content, visit the stadiums, and do all that stuff in the future. So thank you. For this episode, we're going to play this game as a no time limit moving challenge. Have the play along link. For those of you that want to play along, will be in the description below. And off we go to the first round, the first ground. And we've got Salsbury FC. Welcome to the Berry Stand. So there we are. Pretty cool football ground. This looks like it's right in the middle of what we call a neighborhood, or you'd call probably an estate. There's a nice stand over there, the family stand, which is where we'd be. There's a random keg there. How about that? Random keg. So, yeah, I've been watching a lot of different ground hoppers, different channels. And one I really like was the On the Road series by Smiv. That's a pretty good one. I know that I saw something where he's got his next season upcoming, but yeah, I mean, that's fun. I'd love to do that. I'd love to go to some of these grounds and explore it as an American. Probably just if nothing else, the unique factor that here's a person that really shouldn't be watching football, as everybody says. There's a lot of people that might give you a stick because you call it the other word with an S. But anyway, I really, really enjoy this. This is like one of my favorite things to do. I also coach youth football, which the reason why I'm doing this on a Saturday evening, East Coast United States time, and uploading this probably early morning Sunday, is because I've got a football friendly with a girls team that I coach, and we've got what we call a tournament next weekend. So I have to see about if it's possible. Would it be possible to get some videos up on the weekend next week? It's gonna be difficult, just because it's out of town, and it's a first major event of the season, and then we get into the league 2 weeks on from that. So things are happening fast. It's moving fast. Kids start school soon, so yep. It is go time. And so tomorrow was our last friendly before the season starts. We are a U13 team, by the way. Army Reserve Center. So there we are, Wessex. The Army Reserved Center. Hopefully this is the right location. The Rugby Football Club. That is not where we are, though. There we are. Just have to zoom out a little further. The Salisbury Football Club, the Raymond Mackinhill Stadium, I guess. So there we are. Let's look this one up. Salisbury Football Club. Like I always say, if you're new to the channel and you haven't let us know who you support, let us know in the comments down below. And also, please, if you haven't yet and you're just watching this, just comment I'd like to know where you're from in the world. It could be anywhere. I'm really curious to see if there's anybody from outside of the UK watching this. Um, so that's just my request for this one. Salisbury, 2015, the White Salisbury Football Club. It's the Raymond Mackinhill Stadium, 5,000 seat capacity, home of the Salisbury Football Club, and the National League South. So how about that? So there we are. Pretty cool ground this is. Look at that. Beautiful picture. I'm sure a lot of nights are like that, especially this time of year in the UK. And it's like this pretty much these types of skies you start to see from later August until, well, through the winter. You see a lot of this in the United States. Really, autumn is the time of year you see this, and then not so much in the spring and in summer. So anyway, not that anybody really cares, but let's get on to the next round. Enough of that. And look at this. We go to the north. We got Celtic Football Club. And this is quite an interesting ground. One of the bigger grounds in the UK. Not sure what's going on there. Dropping pennies down the something. So look at that. Celtic launching June 12th. Celtic Football Club, 1888. So we go north of Adrian's Wall to Glasgow, Scotland, and Parkhead and Celtic Park. So, I guess that around here somewhere, right? Look at that. Celtic. That's pretty cool. Anyway, by the way, little known fact. I do have a Celtic jersey top, a yellow one with Carling on the front, and I would be curious to know if anybody could guess the year for that one. Yellow Carling. Nike is the Nike is the kit manufacturer. Carling's the sponsor, and a little bit of green on it. So let me know what year that is from. And I think well, it's a team store, it looks like there. And the superstore. So, got that one wrong. All right, so we go to Celtic Park. Let's look up Celtic Park, football stadium, Glasgow. And the capacity, okay, so 60,832. It is the largest football stadium in Scotland and the 8th largest in the United Kingdom. So, so we got one of the largest ones on this series, which is pretty cool. Celtic Park opened in 1888, and it's been renovated for numerous times. But it says here tenants. It says 1892 here. But anyway, the other thing about this is I'd love to see the Old Firm matchup between Rangers and Celtic. That's like on a bucket list for me. If you've been to an Old Firm match, let me know. Love to know. I know years ago it's probably really it's always intense, but I mean the crowd. I'm sure there's a lot more controls of late with regards to throwing things, whatnot. But let me know if you've been to one. All right, on to the next. We've got a photosphere, which is always interesting because this makes it difficult, especially a small ground like this. Am I going to know where this is? This looks like it says the Steelers, but it could be just my... it's got the cones. I'll be looking like that tomorrow morning. There's the guy with the camera. So this looks like we're just going to have to plonk this down somewhere. And that's a pretty cool stand. I just can't make that out. Ord. Is that a G? Not really sure. It looks like steel. So if I had to guess, I'm going to guess somewhere in this area, Sheffield. Sheffield, I think, was the steeling. This area is, I think, part of the steel industry over the years gone by. So, but to be honest with you, I wouldn't dare guess as to where this is. Be Gainsborough. Let's just try Gainsborough. What the heck? Gainsborough Football Club? Yeah, it's not, but we're going to do that anyway. Nope. Corby. Corby. Okay. I guess it said Corby. So Corby Town Football Club. Steel Park is it? So maybe they are the Steelers. That'd be interesting. I just couldn't make that out. Corby Town Football Club. The Steel Men. Okay, that's what it was. Northern Premier League Division 1 and play at Steel Park. Steel Park seats 3,893, 577, which are seated. And there we are. Pretty cool uniforms. Looks like Nike is their kit manufacturer. And there's the ground. There's the ground that we are looking for. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, that one. And there we are. So let's go off to the next round. Round number 4. And we got a large ground. Almost looks like the entryway. There's a guy looking down, staring at us to like the San Siro. But I know that's not the case. So where is this? This is an interesting looking stadium. I don't know why I'm not recognizing it right away, and I don't know why it's so close. So nothing on it. It's like probably like the Millennium Stadium or something, maybe. No, St. James's Park. Wow, didn't realize. So we got another large ground. St. James's Park, Newcastle, 0-0 with Aston Villa, which was a pretty, I would say for me, a boring game. It wasn't fun, so St. James's Park, there we are, and yeah, I just didn't recognize that for whatever reason. Didn't really stand out. I guess, well, I haven't been here, so there we are. We're looking southeast. I guess we're right about there. St. James's Park for the for round 4. Home of Newcastle, and it's the 9th. So we got the 8th and the 9th largest football stadiums in England. Seating capacity 52,305. It's been the home ground for Newcastle United since 1892 and used for football since 1880. So there we are. It's even used for the 2012 Olympics for international football. Rugby unions played here, and all kinds of good fun stuff as well. So there we are, Newcastle. Let's take a quick look at that, the overview of that. It's a pretty cool football ground. One of the top venues in... So here's the other thing. I know I'm going to make a fool of myself for this, but I'm going to bring it up anyway. Howe the Lads. I guess this is a term from the Northeast, because I remember seeing the same type of thing at Sunderland. I think that was Howe the Lads. Howe the Lads. Howe the Lads. So what is that? It's just that local dialect. I know it's stupid, right? I'm bringing up something that's dumb, but I'm just curious about that one. So, St. James's Park. We're off to the 5th and final round. See where we wind up for this one. We have Salford City Football Club. So we got I do know about this. The floodlights are the same outline of their badge, which I think is like a lion or something. Salford City Football Club. Manchester United owners, or Manchester United player owners, class of 92. Manchester United tomorrow, or when this is uploaded, will probably be getting ready to kick off against Arsenal. Manchester United. I am a fan of. I'm a supporter of Manchester United, so I'll be watching that. As soon as the football match for the... What's going on here? As soon as the football match for the girls is over, I'll be running off to watch the match. And like I've said, we can watch a lot of football here in the United States. A lot of championship matches, League 1, League 2. We even can watch National League stuff. Anyway, games are on in the morning here early. There's Old Trafford, Carrington, the new training facility I think they have. Salford. So the De La Salle playing field is interesting. That was like a Catholic De La Salle, something Catholic, or there it is. The Salford Community Stadium showed right up. Is this it though? I don't think that's it. Neville Court, Gary Neville with one L. Yikes. Oh boy. No, this isn't. That's not it. It's kind of faked me out there a little bit. So. A little closer over here. Gotta find this one. This would be a pretty cool ground to visit, I think. See a Manchester United match, and then try to find a find one here. All right, what's going on here? Winton Wanderers. We don't want that. Old Trafford. How far is it away from Old Trafford? Not far. Oh, there it is. Salford City Football Club, the Peninsula Stadium, and there we are. So we're on Neville Road. How appropriate that name is. And we got Salford City Football Club, Greater Manchester. Moor Lane is the stadium, 5,106. And there it is, the Peninsula Stadium, a cool stadium. Glad to see Salford City rising through the ranks. Will they get to Premier League? I don't know. Probably doubt it, but you never know. The crazier things have happened. Appreciate each and everyone who tune in. Stay tuned for the next episode of UK Football Stadiums here on All Over the Stands. Until next time, cheers.